Shavua Tov, this is Rabbi Kovac's Mishnah. Yomi continues in chapter 9 of Sotah, the final chapter about Egla Arufah. Then we'll get on to other topics. We are in chapter 9, Mishnah Dalit. Ma'ayin hayu modedin. From where on the body of the corpse they found would they measure to find out where the closest city is? Rabbi Eliezer holds mitiburo, from the belly button of the corpse. He holds there's a lot of important bodily functions going on in that area, so that's really the main area of the body. Rabbi Akiva Omer mechotmo. Rabbi Akiva says from the nostrils. And there's actually a verse, a pasuk that supports this in chapter 7 of Breshit, pasuk 22. Kol asher nishmat ruach chaim be'apav. Every living thing that had the breath or spirit of life in its nose, in its af, in its nostrils, that the breath is really the main part of life. Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov Omer mimakom shenase cholol, the place where this dead man unfortunately met his end, mitzavaro, from his neck. And he also has a verse supporting it. The Barnor brings in Yechezkel, El Tzavarei Halalei Rishayim, the necks of the slain evildoers. So that's where the slaying typically takes place. The halacha here is like Rabbi Akiva, that it's the breath, the nostrils is the main thing. And it's an amazing lesson that the main point of our lives, it's not about our beten, filling our stomach and what we eat and our bodily functions. It's not about, God forbid, the suffering that we all have to go through, various aches and pains. It's about the intangible, spiritual aspects of life. That's what really makes a human being a human being. On to Mishnah Hey. Niftaru ziknei Yerushalayim v'halchu lahen. They took leave, the elders who came out from Yerushalayim, and they went on their way back to Yerushalayim. Now, what happened in the first Mishnah of this chapter is the elders, not only from the closest city, but also from the high court in Yerushalayim, came out. But the ones who came from Yerushalayim only came for the measuring portion of the ritual. And that's Dvarim chapter 21, the second verse there, V'yatzu zikanecha v'shovtecha v'madadu. So they'll go out to the elders and the judges, and they will measure. So the elders who come out from Yerushalayim, they're just there to officiate the measuring to which is the closest city to the dead body that was found. And we'll see the judges, the elders from the local city, they stay and finish the ritual. So what do? Zignei Osair, the elders of that closest city, Mevian Eglat Bakar, they bring a calf from the herd, Asher Lo Mashcha Ba'ol, that has not pulled a yoke, ve'ein mum posel bo, but it can have a mum. It doesn't have to be free of any blemishes, but just can't have done work. Now this is in contrast to the para aduma, from which they made the mei chatat, the water for purifying people who came in contact with the dead body. That one cannot have any mum at all, and also have not done work. So what do they do with this egla? Umoridin ota, they take her down, l'nachal etan, to a nahal etan. That's a valley which is etan, which is hard. Like the soil, the ground there is hard. The etan kemashmao. Etan, like it says. Now, etan is a beautiful name used in modern Israel and all over. Kosher, it means hard, strong, resilient. But anyway, afal pi, even though she'eno etan kasher, even if the ground is not very hard, it's not not unusually hard, it's still an okay place to use it. That's just the preference is for hard ground. What do they do with the egla there? They decapitate it, bekofitz, with a long cleaver, me'acharecha, from the back of the neck. Now, typically, shechita is on the front of the neck. This is not a shechita. It's a ritual slaughtering without being a kosher ritual slaughtering. Makoma osir milazura melavod, and that place where they killed this calf, you can't plant there or do agricultural work on that particular spot. Umutter, but you are allowed lisrok sham pishtan, to comb out the flax fibers there, or lenoker sham avonim, and to chisel out stones. You could use it as a quarry. It's forbidden to do agricultural kind of work there, but other work could be done. Yashar kochachem and the gutavach.